Hi. One of the issues that we wanted to address is the addition of these data boxes, these Chem boxes right here, um, addressing some formatting issues, getting rid of some extraneous fields that are no longer needed, dealing with some highlighting issues for text symbologies, adding qualifiers where necessary, as well as just some other things to clean up these figures. What I really wanted to do is sort of belabor the point to show kind of how we're currently doing this and how I feel that automating this just really makes so much more sense than the current way we're doing it. Makes sense in that it cuts down on the amount of labor. And what I mean by that is the way that we're doing this requires that each one of these each one of these text boxes, after they've been edited inside of the Excel environment, formatted appropriately, dealing with issues like numbers stored as text and such. Once those are formatted, we then have to go in, physically copy the data, and then go in here, paste the data in here. We then have to resize the box and make sure that the boxes are all sized the same way. And then in addition to that, we then have to, once we have the box placed, you then have to go in and you have to manually place each one of these leader lines. So you have to more clicks to draw the leader line to the boxes. The way we're doing this is it's labor intensive. So what I'm proposing that we do is approach this differently using some automated Python scripting tools that are custom for this project that really achieve the goal of getting the data on here. The trade-off is that we have to do this within the confines of what's available to us in terms of formatting within a text box as opposed to formatting within an Excel spreadsheet table. So this is kind of where I've arrived, is something like this. And the way that I'm getting at this is through creating a customized Python script inside of this environment, and then copying this label expression into you know into a label expression toolbar. All the parameters that are in here then become appropriate to the data that we are interested in. So you can see right now when this runs, it hits all of the data that we have loaded inside of this running copy of analytical data. And this info table currently only has arsenic data in there. So I use another tool that just takes a flat file, and I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to add all of the chromium data to this data table. So we run the tool, and this tool just adds all the data in there, and we can go back and we can see, if we open up this table again, that we now have added all of the chromium data. So all the data that was in here that I would have to physically insert lines to and do all the formatting, I can now handle that in the script environment. So now what I'm going to do is, okay, we're done with one series of figures. It's time to do the chromium figures. What we would have to do before is go and format all those tables, but now you can see that what I've done is, by using the tool, the data is already loaded in the table. It populates these, and now all that I need to do is go through and move. I just edit these annotations. And again, the upshot with this is now grabbing this, the leader line follows this thing around, so I don't have to draw additional annotation. I don't have to wonder where it is or keep track of all of these things. It's just it's a much faster way to go about creating these data boxes. And if something changes, we just go back and we change it in the code right here, and then reuse that code or just recycle it with the things that I'm interested in changing. The depth parameters and whatnot. I handle that in one fell swoop. Run the symbolization procedure, and then it goes on from there. I hope it's pretty evident how this is a time saver. Um, I'm estimating we're cutting out at least no less than 30 hours of work um, by handling this way, as opposed to considering the amount of time that we're going to spend going through and just having to format these things. Like, you have to insert a row. You then have to change the formatting of this. Okay, this now has to be white. We've got to do away with this column right here. Copy and paste this stuff. It's a much cleaner way to work. It's quicker, and when the data changes, it's just a matter of updating one uh, data table and running the label expression. Okay, thanks.